Welcome back. This is the demonstration of the software. So it's a cloud-based solution. We can have as many users as you like, and the software is hosted with the data center in Singapore currently, but it can be hosted anywhere. And we give provision for customers to host the database 100% owned by them. We will not even have the accessibility, and only thing we want to ensure is that they don't mess up with the database architecture, but they can use it for their integrating with the internal systems, maybe for enterprise systems or accounting systems or HR systems or any other data they want to update automatically into the our solution. And so once you log in, we do have a facility to have as many projects the subscriber can create themselves, and they can also select what kind of the formats or they can use. For example, in HAZOP, there are many 4 or 5 versions of HAZOP that can be, like for example with SLRR. Some companies use PEAR with likelihood and maximum risk rank, and sometimes they use risk rank for each individual PEAR. It could be sometimes even more than PEAR. It could be like 7 or 8 asset classification. So it is very flexible in terms of defining your risk matrix. And as you see here, the dashboard can be for action closeout on all the different various parties, how many are open, how many are work in progress, how many have been closed, what is the total, as well as in terms of aging, how long a particular division has taken to close the actions, right? And there is also a different kind of charts. This is all customizable, and we do have a risk summary report basically in terms of your severity and the likelihood, how many of them fall under high risk, how many of them. So you can even have a provision to do the drill down, and it can be heat maps or whatever. It's up to us to define what kind of visibility you need. So we do have done a lot of automation, import data. We can standardize how the data from HAZOP can be copied to LOPA automatically for transforming the causes and consequence into LOPA, COFD, and initiating event, because it's kind of a different hierarchical architecture. And also the IPLs and the safeguards become the IPLs in the LOPA. So we can set up that how to do that process depending on each customer procedure. And typically there are like a node information can be captured, or we are also working out how to automate this data from P&ID data from P&ID PDF diagram based on the node markup to define the automation of the name or description or the equipment and design and operating conditions and temperatures and pressures and flow and whatnot, and also link it to the original P&ID. Sometimes it could be one node, could be kind of connected to many P&ID diagrams. So as I mentioned before, our software also is capable of having multiple language in terms of text, as well as I mentioned you on the menu. So you can see here we have just demonstrated some Arabic characters, right? So these are some of the unique features, and as I mentioned, the risk matrix is very flexible. Any number of columns or rows can be created by end users very flexibly, whether for likelihood or consequence, or they can even transpose in a different way. And of course, also in terms of the SIF list, they can also create from the cause and effect diagram. They can create all the function descriptions with the initiators, the voting logic, final elements, and which can be, after SIL classification, also integrated to the SIL verification. So we have built our own SIL verification, Marco calculation, which is very well tested and better than most of the competitive software in terms of their accuracy and calculation. So to give you an idea about the process safety recording, so we do have the each asset can be, or project can be for a unit. The units can be as many you want. There is no limitation. Similarly, nodes can be as many you want. And we do have a standard default deviation, whether it is a no flow, high flow, contamination, high pressure, low pressure, high temperature, low temperature, startup, and things like that. So you can be as long or as huge as possible. There is no limitation on. And we do have insert, delete, undo, copy tree, paste tree, so that based on our scribes or the persons who are recording the software, we have make sure that the recording is smooth and fast and efficient and with the data integrity, and automate as many things as possible, right? So we do have to automate the, once you input the severity can be carried forward automatically to the mitigated risk or residual risk. And similarly, when you input the recommendations, the numbering is automatic. So if the same recommendation is being referred in multiple nodes for the same unit, you can just select and simply use it. Of course, if you want to update it, or if you want to create as a new and assign it to a different responsible team, you can do that also. So we do have colors, and we have what you call the ability to create some kind of a background, so that you can come back and revisit. It's like you want to, sometimes customers want to come back to parking lot, so that they can revisit and discuss again and finalize before concluding what needs to be done. And we do have complex workflow with human factors survey we can create. Again, it is customizable as per, but we do have some default templates so that all these question and answers can be tracked from different suppliers or different internal teams before approving any of the management of changes requirements, like facility siting, pre-startup review. So all these are totally customizable and flexible without any kind of programming support. And the reports are again very automatic. What you see is what you get. So you can just simply click on the print. You can export an Excel, export a Word. There are a lot of, because based on our own scribes and customers feedback, we have done a lot of improvements over these years, and to make it efficient and user friendly and totally intuitive for them to use it. So we do have also audit log. So I will leave it at this now for the time being, and if you have more interest, want to explore further on a partnership or usage, please do contact me via email. Thank you very much.